this week's vlog is not going up around the usual time. I do shift work, and this week it's just not gone in my favour of having a day off in the week to sort of weigh in, upload, and whatnot. So yeah, it does take quite a lot of time to film, edit, format to a computer file and then upload. It just takes forever. So I am very sorry. I weighed in yesterday at 18 stone 6 and 1/4 pounds, but as I've said before, a round down because Slimming World only lets me put my data in for every half a pound. So yeah, although it's a 3/4 pound loss this week, I am counting it as half, which means I have £1 to lose by Tuesday if I want to hit 3.5 stone loss before I have a week off the festival. And it's doable. It is doable. I look at the pattern of my losses from before, and say the 4th of April, that week I lost £6, the next was 1, the next was 2, the next was 1, the next was 2. So again, the pattern started with £6, then it was 4, then it was 2, and then it was half. So I guess it could be anywhere between half and £2 lost. But I'm hoping for at least 1, please. Please. But I'm not gonna go extra strict on the diet and stuff because I'm quite securely in the 3 stone loss mark. If I lost more than if I gained more than £6 in 1 week, that would really be worrying. But again, I feel like when I put on weight after festival, I feel like it's not going to have turned to fat in my body, and it's going to be kind of quicker to lose that weight than normal body weight. It's going to be in water retention and sugars and just clung to me rather than actually turned into fat, I think, and I hope. Yeah. I've been keeping up to date with my little book that I mentioned before, this one, which I put all my weigh-ins information in, what I've gained, what I've hit in terms of milestones. This one's the 2 stone mark, this one's the 3 stone mark, and I so hope I don't go into a point where I have lost less than 3 stone after a cheat week. Yeah, and then as well into here I put all my measurements, which I did another set of on the 28th of May. The one before that was on the 28th of April, so between then I've lost 2 inches off my hips, I've lost 3 inches off my waist, my bust has stayed the same, my thigh I've lost 1.5 inches, my arm I've gained 1/4 inch. I think that one's a weird one though, because it's kind of hard to know where to take the measurement from. So obviously the bingo wing is a lot different to another area, and I don't know where it initially came from, so I'm not too fussed about that. My ankle I have lost, this is in total, 1/2 inch. My knee I've lost 1 inch. This is from the 8th of April, not just from the most recent one. And my neck has gone down 1/4 inch. And if I compare that to my complete total losses from around the 20th of March, I've lost off my hips 4.5 inches, off my waist 5.5 inches, off my bust 3.25 inches, my thigh 2 inches, my arm 1/2 inch, my ankle 1/2 inch, my knee 1 inch, and my neck 1/2 inch. So yeah, and another measurement I added onto my list this time which I obviously can't compare because it's the first time I've done it, is my calf, because I have got really, really wide calves and I can see that they are changing, which I thought would be one of the last things to sort of start to slim down. So I thought I'd take that one as well, just so I've got something to compare it with. Yeah. This week I've not made anything particularly special. It's been a lot of jacket potatoes, just because that's what's free and available at work. Snacks wise, I have found these very lovely Velvet Crunch. These are Thai chili and aromatic sweet basil flavour, and they're not as crispy as the kettle chips, like as in they're not like as crisps as the other ones, if that makes sense. But they are kind of a popcorny typed texture, kind of like Snacker Jacks, but very, very nice. And I think they're 4.5 cents for a bag. And then another thing that somebody showed me recently, and then I found them in the shop and was very happy about, is these Fibre One bars. They are chocolate fudge brownies. I think they're about £2.50 a box, which isn't the cheapest, but you don't mind it once you try it. You get 5 in a packet. They are quite small, but they are really, really good chocolate fudge brownies, and they're only 90 calories and they are 4 cents each. So I highly recommend these. They are very nice. As I said, they're not big, but they are so similar to like a real brownie that I don't think you're going to care what size they are. 4 cents, definitely worth it. Snacks wise, yeah, I've not been out shopping and found too many new things, so I just thought I'd pop those two in case you were interested. Next week I'm going to Pizza Hut after I've weighed in for the buffet, and I'm going to feel very sick and probably have to go straight to the toilet, but I don't care. Then I'm going to have to find time to vlog, and then I pretty much need to pack for festival, so it probably won't be up on the Tuesday because I will still do my Zumba and I will still go to my rehearsal on Tuesday night. So apologies, I will be eating, not vlogging, and it is not the Slimming World approved kind of eating either, so I am sorry, but I'm having a week off. Let me know how all of you guys are doing, because it really does interest me. I've been trying on even more old clothes that I don't even know how I didn't know they were there. Just kind of like put them in a box under my bed and forgot all about them. But a lot of those are fitting now, which is really nice to see. And I'm trying to figure out outfits for festival at the minute, which is annoying because I bought these really, really cool shorts last year and they're a little bit too big now. But I might just have to make them work because they're my favourite things ever. And now I just need to find some outfits that I will look okay in. Every year I've been like, oh, next festival I'll have lost all this weight and I'm going to look really good and blah 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 blah. Obviously I'm a lot smaller than I was since March, but I think I'd put on a lot of weight since the last festival, so I'm probably a little bit smaller than I was at festival last year. However, festival next year I'm going to be able to wear an awful lot more, and it's going to be really cool because that's always been like a sort of, what's it called, milestone to like look better for festival or look better for a holiday and whatnot, so that's quite exciting. It's annoying that I didn't do it earlier than this year to start the diet, because obviously I could have been at a much better weight than I am for this one, but I'm still going to be raving to Queen and I'm going to be loving it, so that's what matters. I don't have too much to say, I'm sorry. Yeah, because of my shift work I missed Zumba this week, which is really annoying, but I am going to go before work at the weekend, so that's not too bad. And I've got Fit Steps tonight and I've got a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to try and get my bike out because the sun's back out and I'm hoping it stays out now until festival so the ground is nice and dry. Yeah. One one of my first videos was done in this top, and I doubt you can see a massive difference because it is quite a snug fitted top already, but it's definitely like a lot looser here and like on the arms especially. I remember this bit being really annoying because obviously the print makes it like a bit tighter, and it used to sort of catch like further up my arm, and I don't know, I haven't actually worn it in probably like a month or two, and it feels really weird actually, so I just thought I'd add that in. Try on like stuff, if you're losing weight, try on stuff that you had tried on before or that you wore before, even if it was probably too tight but you liked it so you still wore it, or something that you wore all the time because it was the right size, and give it a few months and try it on again and just show yourself how different it is, like, because it's really weird. Like, I feel like my neck and my face look different in it than before. I don't know, I want to load it up and show you. If it's going to work, I don't know, I'm doubtful actually, but we'll give it a try. Which one is it? It was for Slimming World Vlog week 2 and weigh-in was the top I wore it in. Let's find a good bit and I'll show you. I kind of vlogged it at this angle before. So I'm gonna try for a bit handheld. Don't know if it makes any difference or not. My hair's different. Well, it's actually the same. Sorry, the bit I was looking at earlier when my hair was down, but I mean, try to pull the same face. Like, I'll play it for a bit and see. I don't know if you will see any difference here at all, but this is, how many weeks am I on now? 12? 12, so this will be 10 weeks apart. I say 12, that's 12 weeks of vlogs rather than 12 weeks of being on plan, not forgetting that I did a whole week before counting that as my week 1's vlog. Don't know if that the numbers have confused you, but they confused me, so yeah. Just thought I'd throw this little bit in there, see if it makes any difference. I don't know. I think I'll call that a day really. Gave you some products, did some measurements. You had my before and after pictures last week. I'll do them again on the 20th of June, though I don't think they're going to be quite so successful, I'm afraid. Festival is going to definitely ruin this for a little bit, but that's life, I suppose. I don't want to resent the diet, so yeah. I know people don't call Slimming World a diet, but I am going to call it a diet. Food optimising, just, I don't know, doesn't really do it for me. I have been looking at whether or not to bother joining up to Slimming World to pay for it, because I don't really use the online, what do I call it, subscription package effectively as I probably could. I mean, I weigh in on it every week and I use the SIN values from the app and stuff all the time, but even that doesn't have all that, like, when you type stuff in the search bar, it doesn't correct spellings, it doesn't like have all the things you're looking for on there. And I know you can send them off to be checked, but it's just when you're food shopping, you want to know then and there like what stuff values at. I think, what did I pay before? I think I paid £60 for 3 months, so obviously that's going to be up any minute. But if I do sign on for another set of like either 3 or 6 months or a year, the price goes down again. So I guess it is worth doing, because I know it's not gonna, even if I stopped paying, it wouldn't stop me being on track with Slimming World. I'd still do it, but I think it would just make things like checking SINs and stuff a lot trickier. I don't use like the food diary because I just refuse to do a food diary. I don't use a lot of the stuff on there. I don't know, I just feel like, I don't know, I definitely can't go to group. There's no way I could fit in the time. And I like being able to do it like at home and not have to have all the happy clappy and group sort of awkwardness, which I would hate. But I don't know, I just feel like they could at least send you out certificates and stuff. At group, you pay the same for at least my first 3 months. I would have paid the same as what a group member pays. And they would have got way more support. They'd have got a book with a rough sin value for various things. They'd have got like a list of like the super speedy foods, and I don't know, they'd have just got more than what I've been given. I don't know, I just feel a bit like unsure whether to pay or just try and wing it, but I think I will pay. It's definitely cheaper. You save money if you do that a few months subscription again rather than just 1 month at a time, which is £20. But this is my little umming and ahhing at the minute. But anyway, let me know how you are doing. Thank you very much for all your support. I'm at 240 subscribers, which is incredible, and have a good week. Stay on plan. Just have a good one. I don't know what that's for, but I'll do it anyway.